Devices in here.
There you go. All right.
Get those Sony products in here.
All right. How goes it?
Fine.
Here you were hit at the counter.
It was fun.
Are you all out of work?
Yes.
All right.
I want to know why everybody compares you to a dog and what kind of dog would you be if you were a dog.
Shaggy dog.
Yeah, I know that.
A loyal dog.
All right.
There you go. Like a golden retriever. I don't know.
Yeah, no, everybody's just like, a big dog, and we just take him off the leash and let him run.
You guys have the dumbest questions of any table. Can I just say that? Can we get
All
some real
right.
questions here?
That's what
Come
we're
on.
going
for
for.
God's
We
sake,
win.
people.
Yeah, we're at Comic-Con.
What's that?
We're at Comic-Con, so Sam made me ask you to come back
Four.
for the fourth Spider-Man.
No, he never did. Something will just show up someday. I don't know. I never really know when he's doing them. It's always a
He
big
just gives
mystery.
you the part and you don't have any...
No, we don't talk about it much. We talk about it when we do it. You know, so I'm sure I'll play another pivotal role in that.
All right, so you've been doing press like crazy. What's the one question nobody's been asking you that you wanted to answer?
How many seasons will Burn Notice go?
Okay.
8.
How do you know that's your crystal ball? And if so,
Yeah, because we're outrating Monk, and that went 8 seasons.
Okay.
They don't cancel shows; they get the numbers like we do. We're the #1 show on frickin' cable,
Oh, yeah.
so I have to get used to being on the show. Thank God I like it.
Did it surprise you?
You never know. Actors have poker faces. You know, you show up, and we've all done a lot of pilots. George Clooney did like 12 pilots before something hits. So you can't get too excited or unexcited. But, this came across my desk, and my manager at the time goes, "It's a TV show." I'm like, "I don't do TV shows anymore." He said, "Shut up, don't say that. Just take it as face value. Take it as, if you like it, do it. If you don't like it, then don't do it." So I liked it for what it wasn't, It wasn't a cop show or a doctor show or a lawyer show, which is like, dear God, I want to hang myself when I watch those shows. Unfortunately, to me, it's just personal opinion. I find them to be the most boring shows on television. Talking about hemoglobin and get it to me stat. I'm like, what? What a nightmare. And all the legal shows. Isn't it true? Like my wife wants to hang herself whenever there's a courtroom scene. She just, to her, that's just, it's time to turn the TV off or turn the channel.
What do you?
What's that?
What do you watch?
I watch news because I crave reality. Everybody else here lives in reality, so they crave fantasy. My entire job for 30 years now has been doing fantasy. But when I go home, I don't want to look at fantasy anymore. I've done it for 12 hours, 14 hours. I don't need it. I'm not interested in it. I want to know news. I want to read my New York Times. I've been on a rash of reading about old movie stars recently. I've gone back to books. Kindle. I have a Kindle.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. And it's been really great. It's just to be able to read in between stuff on sets. So I burned through Cary Grant, Tony Curtis, just finished Clark Gable, John Wayne. I'm tearing them off because I like to read about their experiences to see how different they are. Not that I'm any of those idiots, but I mean, they went through a lot. They had these crazy careers, and just curious if they thought their agent was a jerk. Or, you know what I mean? Just what are their lives like?
Yeah. Do you think it was harder for them then than it acting is now?
When you're under the studio system, you kind of do it. You do what they tell you to do. You got a new script coming in on Monday. You can't say no. You're under a 7-year contract. So yeah, they had different. They were also taken more care of though too.
Right.
If they had an issue happen in their personal lives, none of you would know about it. It took a long time for people to realize that Rock Hudson was gay. Long time. My brother to this day won't believe it. I said he died of AIDS. I don't care. So they were much more insulated and protected.
Yeah, it was kind of a
They changed their
double-edged-
names. They lived in this weird bubble. There was a story about an actor, Robert Taylor, put under contract for MGM. When his contract was up, he didn't know how to do anything. He didn't know how to book a reservation. You know what I mean? He literally didn't know how to do any of that stuff because it was all done for him. So I like that kind of stuff.
Coming up on the rest of the season.
Excitement, drama, pathos, passion.
More new shirts.
Get more shirts, a lot more shirts. We've estimated that I've worn about 150 different shirts so far.
I didn't know they made that many patterns.
They still have more. We're getting new batches coming in. Little trick for you. Quality of a shirt. is determined by the continuity of the pattern,
Across the. yeah.
right across the divide here. Crappy shirts won't line up.
I noticed
So
that.
if you-
I noticed that on television. The
Yeah.
shirts line up.
They line
because I
up.
noticed that.
And
Fashion
the
tips,
pattern.
Oliver's game.
It's the only fashion tip I know because my wife told me because she was a costume designer. But that's how she points out, if you really want to find the difference between a good shirt and a bad shirt, that's it. So if she's some schmo walk around, the patterns don't line up.
No, they don't.
Ding, 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 ding.
I just think it's because they're, stupidly buttoned their shirts on.
That could be too.
May I get my picture with you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Burn notice.
We were gonna maybe do a group.
Oh, let me do that first.
All right, let's do a group shot. Come on, boys.
Let me do a group of them first. With that, we're gonna do a group shot.
Get your butt over here.